Well, hey, good morning, YouTube. It's morning of day 7. It's really early, actually. I got up. It's 5 o'clock now, 5 a.m. I'm gonna try to get out of here by 5:30. Get on the road. I got a long road ahead today. Let's get up a little bit. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to adjust this camera because I'm using this funky little mirror thing, and I think if I aim it, oh, actually, how funny. I have this, I can see myself in the mirror behind. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This works out pretty good, actually. So the camera's facing towards me. The screen of the Samsung is actually facing a mirror, and I could see what you guys are seeing. Hard to explain. Let me get started. Okay, so Saturday morning, August 18th, day 7. Yesterday, I traveled. So I got caught in that thunderstorm the night before. Stayed at a Comfort Inn. Left the Comfort Inn right west of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and started my way working up. I was wanting to get closer to Springfield, Missouri today. Actually, I think I went through Springfield. What's really funny is that I'm beginning to forget or get mixed up the cities I've been to and the hotels I stayed at. But nonetheless, it's day 7. And what I ended up doing is I wanted to come by and see Romona at the Munger, even though I had to cancel those reservations the night of the storm, and I had to stay like 3 hours back in Tulsa, 3 hours of my trip time. And then on top of that, I actually had to cancel my hotel accommodations I had near Marceline, because after Lebanon, if this was 24 hours ago, I would have left Lebanon, Missouri, headed north off of Route 66. I wanted to go see Marceline, Missouri, where Walt Disney grew up. He actually spent some time in Chicago, and I want to go to that house when I get into Chicago, but he was really young. But his whole creative being, and when people talk about the Disney barn, it's actually in Marceline, and Main Street USA in Disneyland is fashioned after Marceline. So I really wanted to see that. But that's one part of the trip I'm going to have to edit out and bypass that and go forward. So yesterday I ended up coming to the Munger Motel, and I met Romona and had a room available. And the Munger has been one of the dream locations I've always wanted to stay at. It is hard to explain on a video. I can't do it justice. I'm actually still in my room right now. I'm in room 24. I'll show you around the room real quick, and show you around the room. See, maybe I'll take outside the property, although the neon light is out. But I have some pictures of me in front of the neon sign for the Munger Motel in Lebanon. I'll put those on Facebook. But I do plan to come through here on my return trip. Now, today I have to get to Braidwood. I think I got like 4 or 5 hour ride, and the KLR seems to be doing best actually on Route 66, except when I get into town. So sometimes when I get into the downtown areas, I will peel off, because the downtown areas have so many alignments anyways, and it's just stop and go, stop and go. KLR is heating up. So for motorcycle riders, unless you're going to stop in that town for a while and eat, I say when you get into these towns, try to get back on either the 40 or 44, bypass those downtown areas, or you'll never get through them. They soak up so much time. They really heated up my KLR yesterday. So I'll probably do that just to make time, and then I'll be in Braidwood tonight, Chicago tomorrow, Braidwood again tomorrow night. I have a hotel room 2 nights in a row there. Then I start my trek back, which will not have as much ride time, so I'll be able to actually see more of the sights. This has really been a rush to get out there. I just want to say hello to a few people really quick as I met on my route. First of all, I believe it was, I'd like to say hi to, I think it was Ron and Cecilia, or Cease, in Amboy, California. A couple I met in Amboy, California. Hope your trip is going well. I'd like to give another thanks to Chris in Gallup, New Mexico, for taking care of my tire and my steering stem. So the vibration went away, and everything's going great, Chris. Thanks so much for taking care of me. Tim, also in Gallup, New Mexico, was able to drill and tap my foot pegs, and no problems now. They're not wiggling. They're solid. Thanks for taking care of that, Tim. From Italy, I met, I hope I pronounced her name right, Ilaria and Andrea I met them at the Hackberry General Store in Arizona. We had a real good conversation in English and Italian. I thought that was a lot of fun. Hey, Linda at the Blue Whale, you are an angel. You are an angel of Route 66. Really had a great time talking to you yesterday. He's at the Blue Whale in Okatoosa, Oklahoma. The family at Cadillac Ranch, the ones that were taking your kids to college, I hope your trip went safe. I had you on my 2 of 2 of Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, when I was doing my YouTube video. You guys were in the background, and then I saw you guys walking out. But unfortunately, somehow when it uploaded, it didn't work, and I ended up deleting it prematurely. So there is no video 2 of 2 of Cadillac Ranch for anybody. But I do plan on hitting that on the way back, and I'll do another video of Cadillac Ranch on my return trip. And also regarding videos, no, people were telling me, I did not know with this yellow hat, I did not know there was a butterfly or whatever that was hanging out of my hat when I was walking around. I had no idea that thing was on there. And the turtle's safe. I just, it was in the middle of the road, that old dirt road in Oklahoma. And I was shocked to see it. I got a really good shot of it on my helmet cam as I'm approaching it. But I just picked it up, took some pictures, and I moved him off the road, and I'm sure he's happy. I don't think he was happy with me at the time. Edna, I still owe you a shout out, and it's a little bit more than just what this video entails. So hang on, Edna, in Colorado. But yeah, I got a video and a comment especially just for you. It'll be titled Route 66 just for Edna. So hold on for that one. I do want to say, let me see, I got, and the group from Kentucky in the RVs that I met in the Painted Desert, I believe you guys were going towards Vegas. I met you in the Painted Desert in Arizona. If you're tuning into my channels, hope your trip is going safe. And let me see, like I already discussed, the KLR heating, it's not heating up as much, and I am watching it. Also, I want to say thanks to Traveler's Check for, he knew I had an interest in motorcycle. He made it more of a passion. Is very safety conscious when it comes to the rider, very safety conscious when it comes to the maintenance of the motorcycle. And a lot of this trip with the capabilities and knowledge really comes from you, Traveler's Check. And I really enjoyed riding with you from Seligman to Gallup. We had a really good time, really good experiences. I wish you could be with me now, but I know you're watching the video. So thanks for teaching me how to ride, and thanks for teaching me how to pay attention to the motorcycle in more ways than one. That really is a lifesaver. Speaking of lifesavers, once again to Robert and Chris at Creek County Speedway, where the storm hit. You guys just saved my hide by letting me come out of that storm. You guys are great people. And most of all, thanks to my wife, Julie, who this trip would not be possible without her faith, trust, and support, and knowing that, I know what I'm doing. I know when not to push it. Being out on your own on any kind of long distance traveling is a daunting task, let alone a motorcycle. I've only been riding for 3 years, but she knows I'm capable, and she has faith in me that I'm making the right decisions. And she supports me doing this endeavor. So thanks a lot, honey. Love you. And I wouldn't be here on this road without your support. There's just no way I would have done this, and your belief in me. So thank you. So let me jump back in here to the Munger Moss. I have not done any reviews. All the hotels I stayed at have been fine, really good. And I wish I would have said something about them. But you start forgetting. But this is unforgettable. This is an unforgettable experience. I mean, first of all, let me talk about Steinbeck and the Grapes of Wrath. That's the first time. He wrote that in 1938. The movie came out in 1939. And actually, when the book was being read, the migration from the Dust Bowl was from like 1930 to 1940. People had not yet started returning to Oklahoma when Steinbeck starts writing the book, and he actually goes to some migrant camps to get some inspiration. And then the movie comes out a year later, but he coined the term the Mother Road. Now, he might have been saying that because the road was giving birth to new beginnings, going from the Dust Bowl into California and the West Coast. But the word, I'm beginning to realize things. I don't want to say learn about myself, but realize things about myself as it applies to this trip, on what I expected and what I thought Route 66 was all about. So Route 66 is the ground, is the pavement. It is the structures. It's the dilapidated structures, the ruins that you could see that just blow your mind. It's the ones that survived. It's the new ones that are springing up. But really, what I'm really going to remember from this trip are the people I've meeting. All those people I said thanks to. The people I met on the road. Linda yesterday was awesome, and last night Romona at the Munger Moss, Romona and her husband Bob. Unbelievable people, unbelievable. If Mother Road had any other kind of association to that term, it would be people like her, motherly. Mothers are known for not only caring for their own family, but for others. And I'm telling you, I don't want to get choked up talking about it, but I don't know what you guys expect traveling the Mother Road, but if you want to stay on 44 and go to, the Courtyard of Marriott and then the Hiltons and the Holiday Inns, by all means, they do a wonderful job, and they have a market, and if that's your market, you got it. You're on the road, you got your beautiful hotel, and you're fine. But if you're really seeking the Mother Road and the people that make it, a reality, you got to stay at the Munger Moss. You just have to. I'm in what some people would say is my hotel room at the Munger Moss. That's not what I say. I'm in their home. This room, this is like I came in last night and I met Romona. I mean, we ended up, hugging. She gives me a kiss on the cheek. I give her a kiss on the cheek. Just like David at Tucumcari, New Mexico, at the Roadrunner, they have a knack without effort to identify individuals and how that individual wants to be treated and what our needs are. But we had a wonderful, I didn't even get to my room until 2 hours later. We talked. Oh my goodness, we talked. We had a wonderful conversation. I told her about my family. She told me about her family. I think I wrote some notes because I knew I was going to forget. But the first people that built the hotel was in 1945. Let's see how much I can do from memory. It was 1945, and they kind of struggled with the materials because it was wartime, and materials were being, oh, the bugs were already flying. The materials were being regulated. So a girl named Munger, a girl named Moss, they built it, so that's why it got the name Munger Moss. And that was 1945. Romona and her husband acquired the property in 1971, so they have been more the owners of it than the previous. And it is like, when I came in, it was like being on a traveling and saying, hey, Aunt Becky, hey Aunt Becky, I'm coming through the area, can I crash at your house? Oh yeah, sure honey, come on in. And you arrive there and there's a feeling of familiarity, and then they show you to your room, and it is totally like you're in their home. I had to turn off the lights last night because I had to get some sleep. If not, I would have been reading everything in here. This is like a museum. This room is like a museum. It is unbelievable. I went back in time, and she is a wonderful woman. The property is just so beautiful. It is really the pulse of Route 66. So let me show you around the room real quick. I'm gonna turn this around so I can see what I'm showing you. So let me start. So, and this is what I'm talking about. I mean, you have personal family pictures of people. Look at this one, old one of Route 66. Look at that. Motorcycle group that hung out here. I'd love to get one of my pictures in here. So you come over here, and on this wall, let me back up first. So, yeah, let me do this first. So let me explain this to you. What's this Mickey doing here? Okay, so there's my card. They got these really cool keychains. That's the key to my room, actually. And then there's a guest book that you sign. So I'm leaving her a card, and I'm leaving her an Adventure Vin sticker in there, and I had a little message. But what this Mickey is all about is I wanted to get to Marceline and go down Main Street and go to the Disney barn. And I was going to sign it. You sign your name in the Disney barn, and I was going to tack him up there because he's been traveling with me the whole route of Route 66. But I'm not going to make it, and I want this to go to Romona was showing me pictures of her great-grandchildren, I believe. So I wanted this to go to her youngest great-grandchild. So I think I put grandchild on there, but I need to change that to say great-grandchild. So that's for Romona. Thank you for this day. And I didn't make it to Marceline, but I'm so glad I got here. So going back, give you a panoramic of the room. I mean, it is just these pictures. They do. It's like a museum. These things should be in a book. And I'll get up close to some of them because I know I just want you guys to get a feel of the room. It is. It's like going back to the, well, I don't know what era, 50s, 60s, 70s. I got the bikers already all packed up. As soon as I get done with this video, I'm gonna get it on YouTube and then get it on YouTube and get on the road and go get some breakfast. Beautiful bathroom. My goodness, look at this bathroom. Look at this original tile. Original tile. Water pressure was awesome. Water temperature, water pressure is awesome. I mean, high ceiling. Look at these high ceilings. You don't see things like this anymore. You won't see this at Motel 6 or Quality Inn and they all, like I said, they all do a fine job. But if you're looking for a Route 66 experience, if you like eating at the diners, you like looking at the roads, I've seen old classic cars rumble by, unbelievable. If you like that experience, this will blow you away. If you like that experience. Okay, they got some other historic motor courts. Time's gone by. Oh, this is I forgot the name. This is a popular one, and this part's in the museum now. Oh, I forgot the name of that. They got some historic bridges. Oh, look at this. What is this? This must have been the earlier. Oh, here they are. And I got some pictures of with me and Romona. I'll put it on Facebook. But there's Romona and Bob. There is an aerial view of the Munger Moss. And if I had to say what room I'm in, I would say I'm in somewhere over here. That's what I would say. So it looks like they had a eatery or restaurant. That's what it kind of looks like now. That's the sign I took a picture of. That's a very popular sign. Yeah. Julie, if I had a room dedicated to myself, this is what it would look like. Oh no. I mean, look at this. I mean, these are hotels. Oh, I went by this, and I got to tell you, I forgot. I think that's New Mexico, but I forgot where I saw that. But I did see that. Oh, USO Club in Missouri. Lebanon, Missouri, that's the USO Club. Oh, hey, does that look familiar to you guys? You got Cadillac? It's Cadillac Ranch. I like this. This is probably my favorite one. She was here. They were here when they took down the signs. When she was telling me that last night. I mean, it was kind of emotional. There we go, Main Street, USA. I think I got gas here. I think I got gas at the Taco Bell. I should see this. This is a popular round barn. I probably will not see that today. I'll see it on my return trip. And then here's their sign again. I'm walking on the bed. I'm gonna fall. So I mean, that's just a few things. But you do. I mean, you're not in this. If you guys get my point, you're not in a hotel room. You're in somebody's home, and if you do get the chance to stay here, and I hope you do, treat it as such. Treat it as you're a guest in somebody's home. Okay, this has got to be the Chain of Rocks Bridge. Now they cleaned it up. Should probably close the door. There's a little thing just flowing here. That's the Chain of Rocks. I will not see that today. I'll see that on my return trip. I have a plan for that. But so apparently, this is what it looked like when it was just disregarded. But now it's all cleaned up. It's a walking bridge now. But that was an original Route 66 bridge that went into disrepair. I think we got some more pictures of them here. I mean, they've been here for so long, and I think the Disney company really got it right when they did the movie Cars. They not only incorporated a lot of different landmark things from all around Route 66. I'll put them on the tripod. Not only did they incorporate a bunch of landmark things on Route 66, like the Wigwam Motel being the teepees and the cozy cone, but the people and the characters that they portray and the personas is spot on. They're proud of their town. They're proud of being American. They're apple pie. They're out there to change the world, change lives one person at a time, make a difference. Loving, caring attitude of the task of a traveler. You're traveling from the maintenance I needed in Gallup to the storm in Tulsa. Like I kept saying in my motto on my Facebook is expectation management. And like Traveler's Check said, plans are essential, but the best adventures come when plans fail. And that's what I'm experiencing. There's a lot of things I had planned that I haven't done on this part of the trip, but there's a lot of things that I haven't planned that had happened to me that are more valuable than I could have planned for. So I can talk forever about how I feel about Route 66, how I feel about the Munger Moss and Romona and Bob. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into this. You can just tell from the moment you walk into the check-in area to the moment you get to your room that there is nothing but love and caring for people, for property, for ideals, respect for beliefs. I got to wrap up this video because it's getting a little bit longer than what I intended it to be, but there you go, people. I've been having a wonderful experience. I'll end up in Braidwood tonight. This is the top of my list so far, staying here at the Munger Moss. What a beautiful experience. I thank you directly, Romona and Bob, for putting this, for keeping this together for so many years and for inviting me into your home. This is really, you've invited me into your home, and I really, really appreciate that. Take care for all those out there. Like, subscribe, and get out there, not only ride, live your life. Do what you want to do. Follow your passions. And always remember, life's an adventure, so make your journey a good one.